Yo guys, it's Footmaster here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing my La Liga team of the season predictions. If you do go on to enjoy the video, make sure to give the video a like and subscribe if you're new. We are so close to 400 subs, we're only a few away, so that would mean the world if you could hit the sub button if you haven't already. But yeah, let's get into the video. Just before we get into the predictions, big up Foot Mentor on this one. If you haven't already, go follow him on Twitter or on YouTube. But yeah, basically he confirmed that La Liga team of the season will be this Friday. It's come from a lot of other people as well, so we should see this confirmed very soon. That's why I'm doing it before all the other major leagues. But yeah, as we saw from the Premier League team of the season, it was a bit of a letdown rating wise. Like, a lot of people were left out and players were really low rated. Like, the highest rated players were only 96, when in previous FIFAs we've seen 99 rated cards, which is why in this prediction I haven't given anyone 99s. I have given some players higher and jacked up stats, maybe a bit too much, but yeah, you can comment down below if you think there's errors or anything like that. As we saw by the Premier League team of the season, they did confirm objectives as well, so we will be getting 2 La Liga objectives and hopefully 2 La Liga SBCs. Premier League SBCs, I don't know where they are. Like, EA haven't released any yet, which is a bit ridiculous. They've only released Flashback Bale, which doesn't really count as a team of the season SBC. But yeah, let's get into the predictions. So the first spot in the main 11, I've gone for Oblak in goal. Now this one's pretty obvious, like he's probably 99% going to get in. I don't see any other keeper getting in the main starting 11 because he's been very good for Atletico Madrid this year and he'll be a very high rated card. I've given him a 96. I'm not sure if he'll get 96, but yeah, he should get near that because his other cards are really high rated already. And yeah, the goalie card, no one really cares about keepers. Like, a keeper's a keeper at the end of the day, but it would be a very nice keeper to have in your team. Not very good links wise, but yeah, I'm very certain he'll get in this team of the season. Moving on to the first main centre back, and this one's obvious as well. I've picked Sergio Ramos. Now I know he's been injured a lot of the season, but when he's been in the Real Madrid team versus when he's been out, there's been a massive difference defensively. They look all over the place without him in defense, which is why I've put him in, because he's got such a good impact on the side and he's also a very good player. Obviously everyone knows that. So yeah, I've given him a 96, same as his team of the year. I'm not sure if they'll downgrade him to 95. They probably will, but I've just kept him at 96. But I've downgraded his stats as well, so I haven't given him any pluses or anything. I've given him a minus in few stats. But yeah, EA could do this. They did this with De Bruyne, and with Bruno they gave him a -1, which is why he might get a 95 rated card. But yeah, the card would be insane. Wouldn't be the paciest, obviously, with the new meta with fullbacks to centre back, but yeah, it would still be an incredible card. And yeah, I hope he gets in. Pairing Ramos at centre back, I've picked Koundé. Now this is another popular decision that a lot of people are expecting, because Koundé's had a very good season for Sevilla and the card would be insane. Like, he'd have near 90 pace. I've given him 89 because I've only given him a 91 rated. He could get higher, but I think that's probably accurate considering the Premier League team of the season ratings and how low they were. But yeah, I think 91's very justified and the card would be insane. Lots of links with the French nation as well, which is really good, and very expensive card, I reckon. But yeah, I hope he gets in because that card will be very jacked up. Now at left back, I've picked Jordi Alba. I realise now that the ratings may be a bit high because team of the season Prem, they were really low, so maybe he'll get lower rated. But I reckon Jordi Alba will probably get in the team of the season. He always seems to get a special card, like a team of the season card, and I think he's been good for Barcelona. He's got a few team of the week cards and specials as well, so yeah, I think he does deserve it, and the card would be pretty decent. Not the best physically and defensively, but very good, like dribbling pace. On the ball, he'd feel very good. And yeah, with a chem style, he'd be very good defensively. It wouldn't be the craziest card. There's a lot of alternatives to him. Obviously, Ferland Mendy, Foot Birthday will probably be better than this card in game. But yeah, it would be a good card, and I reckon he definitely deserves it. For the right back position, I've picked Kieran Trippier. Now, I really hope this guy gets a team of the season card for my team. As you saw in the latest video, I'll link that down below for my Saudi team of the season guaranteed. But yeah, I really hope he gets one. For links wise, it would be an insane link from English to La Liga. That would be a sick crossover. The card wouldn't be the craziest. His pace is quite low. I've boosted it massively because I really think they need to if he gets one, because he's got really low pace for a right back. He'll probably be played at centre back a lot. But yeah, the card would be decent. Very high passing, good defending and physicals, and decent dribbling. So yeah, I think the card would be decent. It wouldn't be the craziest, but very good links wise. And yeah, I think he does deserve it for his good performances for Atletico Madrid. First midfielder in the team, I've picked Toni Kroos. Now this one's quite obvious because he's always getting in the team of the season. He's had a very good season for Real Madrid as well, picking himself up a few informs this season as well. So I think he'll definitely get in. The card I've boosted +3 from his flashback card, which was very decent value because he got a massive pace boost. So if this card came out, he'd also have very high pace. I'm not sure if it would be more than the flashback because that was like a +30 or something from his normal inform card. So I'm not too sure, but I've given it a boost from that. Very decent pace for a centre mid. You'd need to boost it still at this stage of the game, but he'd probably be a way better version of Gundogan's team of the season card. Not the best like on the ball, he'd feel a bit clunky, but with the right chem side he'd feel decent. Yeah, good links for the Bundesliga as well because he's German, and very good La Liga links as well. I think he does deserve it. It would be good fodder at the end of the game if you don't want to use him, but yeah, I think he does deserve it, and I'd like to see this card in FUT Ultimate Team. Second midfielder in this team, I've picked his teammate Casimiro. Now, this card wouldn't be the craziest either. Quite low pace compared to Toni Kroos, and not the greatest for this stage of the game. I reckon a lot of people would play him in the centre-back position because of his pace, or they'd probably just stick him at CDM because he'd do the job. Very good defending and physicals, of course, so yeah, he'd be very solid defensively. I reckon as a stay back CDM he'd be decent, but yeah, there's a lot of alternatives to this card. I reckon he wouldn't be that expensive. He'd probably be fodder price soon if he came out, but yeah, I reckon it would be a very good card, and it's well deserved as well. Alright, so the first player in the attack is obviously going to be Lionel Messi. Now, with the rating, I've given him the same rating. I don't see EA giving him less than 98 rating. That wouldn't really make sense compared to other people in this team of the season. But yeah, I've given him a lot of minus stats from his team of the year. Not too many, not too crazy, but yeah, EA seem to be making team of the season cards worse than their team of the years. But yeah, I've given him a centre forward position because he's played most of his games there, so that is very important. That might change the price of this one. It might be more expensive than his team of the year, even though the stats are slightly worse because he's centre forward, which is much better for people's teams than right wing. But yeah, the card would be insane. Obviously, it's Messi, but yeah, he'd be by far the best player in this team of the season for La Liga, and yeah, he 100% has to get in. Joining him in the attack has to be Kieran Benzema. I reckon Benzema's been the best player in La Liga this season, even more than Messi probably, because this guy's been incredible in all competitions. He's been Real Madrid's main threat by far. He's been their best player as well. So yeah, I've given him a 97 rating. Of course, I'd love to give him 99 or 98, but Messi's obviously going to get higher because EA will never give Benzema higher. Yeah, I just know EA would never do that. So yeah, I think Benzema's card wouldn't be the best like meta wise obviously, but I think he'd be a very good card. I had his 97 team of the season last year, and that was very good. I had him for a long time. So yeah, I reckon this card would be very good as well in game as a cam. It would be solid, very good shooting, good dribbling as well, obviously. Good links as well with the French players. France is the best nation in this FIFA, so yeah, he has to be in this team of the season. Now, the final forward and the final player in the main team of the season for La Liga is going to be Luis Suarez. Now, I think everyone saw this card coming. He's been very good for Atletico Madrid this season as well. I'm not too sure. I don't watch him closely. I don't really watch La Liga either, but I've looked at the stats and they've been very good. So yeah, I reckon he'll definitely get a team of the season. I've given him a 96 rating. I don't think he's been good as Benzema, but I think a 96 is very deserved. And yeah, the card wouldn't be the craziest. Quite low pace for this stage of the game. You'd need to whack a Hunter or a Catalyst or something on him to boost that. But yeah, the card would be good in game. He'd finish everything, of course. And yeah, I'm not too sure about the rating. Maybe he doesn't deserve the same as Harry Kane now I think about it. But yeah, it would be a decent card. Not great for links wise, but decent La Liga links obviously. And yeah, I think he does deserve it. It would be a pretty decent card to get in your packs as well. I know I just said final player in the starting 11, but I didn't mean that. The final player is going to be Orizzou. Now, I think this guy defo deserves the team of the season. He's got a lot of special cards this year, and for a good reason. He's been very good in La Liga this season. This is a card you don't really want in your guaranteed La Liga pack because he's not that great in game. Like at left wing, obviously, or wing, he will not be good. Like as a striker, he'd be decent, but there's so many better alternatives. Good links, obviously, but yeah, he's 3-star as well. So yeah, it's a pretty stinky card in game. He definitely deserves a card though, and I reckon he should be in the team of the season. But yeah, he'd be quite cheap if he's released. Now, moving on to the first player in my objective predictions, I've picked Moreno. Now, this guy was in my community team of the season, the original predictions. I think he was in the vote as well. I'm not too sure, but he definitely deserves one. I don't know how he hasn't got a team of the week or something this year. I've looked at his stats and his comments on his performances, and he's been very good this season in the La Liga. He does deserve it. I think it would be an objective because there's so many better alternatives out there compared to him. But yeah, it would be a decent card, and it would be a very good one to get for free. My next objective player I've picked Moreno. Now, the reason why I've put in as objective is because I'm fed up of seeing this guy in packs. Like, he's not usable on the mids or anything, which is why I think EA will just make him a right mid for no reason, even though he's a striker, and he definitely deserves a team of the season, don't get me wrong. At striker would be decent, but there's so many better alternatives, as I've said, for a lot of people in this team of the season. But yeah, I think EA will just put him right mid to annoy people, and then guaranteed he would not be a dub because he's going to be very cheap, I can just tell. But yeah, he definitely deserves to be in the team of the season, and for free it'd be very good fodder if you don't want to use him. Moving on to SBC predictions. Now, I'm not sure if EA are going to release any SBCs for La Liga. They should release at least one, so I've picked Thiago Aspas for the first one. The only reason why I put him in the SBCs is because his card looks way more crap than a lot of other Spanish people that I put in this team of the season. The forward wise, he'd have very good pace, very good shooting and dribbling, 4-star as well, good links. So yeah, I think it would be a decent card. I reckon EA wouldn't make him too expensive if he came out, because I don't think like there's a lot of alternatives to a lot of these cards like him. But I think he's a very good card nonetheless, so I think he could be an SBC because he'd be a decently priced one as well, because a lot of people would like to complete him for their La Liga squad. Now, the final player is one you probably thought I'd left out, but it's going to be Lorenzo. Now, this guy, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the main 11, because I've just put him as an SBC because I ran out of spaces in the main 11, but I think it would be an insane card. Like, he'd be very expensive if he came out. He'd be kind of like a Renato Sanchez foot birthday type card with all-around incredible stats, like all around the board. In-game, his other cards are ridiculous as well, so yeah, very good links on him as well. He'd be a very good card. I reckon if he was an SBC, he'd be very expensive as well. I really want to see him in the team of the season because his card would be insanely good. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash the like, subscribe if you're new. As I said before, we are so close to 400 subs, so it would mean the world if you could drop the sub button. And let me know down below also if you think I've missed any people out. That may be possible because it's very hard to narrow them down. And let me know who you think deserves a higher rating or lower rating. But yeah, till next time, peace.